Hey everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today we're going to talk about all the games I'm excited for in 2025. So 2025 is already looking ridiculous. I remember thinking 2024 was going to be like insane, and it was, and I'm still playing catch up. And then I thought, well, maybe we'll get a break and 2025 will be kind of chill, and it is not. 2025 is full of releases so far, and those are just the ones we know about. Like the first quarter of 2025 is insane. There's a few that we know of that are coming out near the end of the year, and then of course there are tons of games I'm sure that we don't even know about yet that are going to get announced next year, and it's just going to be insane. Of course, before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed if you're not, click like, and tell me what games you're super excited for that come out next year. So I'm going to go in release order here, and first up is Ys memoir, The Oath in Felghana. Now, I'm no Ys person and still haven't really played any Ys games, so I'm not in a particular rush to get to this, but it does look very much my style, and I really want to give this series a shot. I own a few Ys games already, so I just need to get to them, but this one definitely looks cool, and I'm excited to give it a chance. It comes out right away in 2025, so I'll probably wait on it, but I am happy to see it come out nonetheless. Next up, we have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which was originally a release on the Wii years ago, and I loved it back then, so I'm excited to replay it all over again. I'm not one for replaying JRPGs, but I love to replay platformers. I feel like the longer you wait, the more they just feel like a completely new game. And I love Donkey Kong Country. I just really hope we can get an actual new one instead of just getting these ports. Don't get me wrong, I'm stoked for this, but I just want a new Donkey Kong Country. It's been way too long. All right, I know I'm not the biggest Tales fan, but for some reason, I keep playing them. I think it's because I'm just so convinced that I will finally find the Tales game that jives with me and speaks to me, and hey, maybe it's this one. I don't know. I actually own Tales of Grace's F for PS3, and I've of course never played it, so playing the remastered version on a newer console will be perfect, and I'm excited to give it a shot. The Tales series has everything I technically love about JRPGs. I just usually find them kind of boring, so let's see if this one changes my mind. Okay, this one is obviously one I'm super stoked for, and that's Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. It stars Majima, who has been a main character since the beginning in the Yakuza series, and he's incredibly silly, so just him losing his memories and becoming a pirate looking for treasure, I mean, come on. If you're a fan of this ridiculous franchise, then this seems like a must. I don't even know what to say about it other than it looks completely out there and my style. Bring it. Ever 17 has been a visual novel I've always wanted to play, but it's only been on PC. And so I've just always hoped it would come to console in the West, and hey, it is! It's coming out in a pack with the sequel, Never 7, and I'm so pumped. It's about a bunch of people trapped in some underground water park, and that's honestly enough to make me want to play it. It sounds messed up and creepy, super Japanese, and weird. It's the kind of story that I want in a visual novel. Yes, those Suikoden, whatever, those Suikoden remasters are finally coming out in 2025, and as someone who has never played the original games, I am stoked. These are always listed as some of the best JRPGs of all time, like both of them. So I feel like as a JRPG fan, I have to give them a chance. They do seem a little bit daunting because of the many characters, and they look a little hard, but I'm down to give them a try. I just love seeing these older JRPGs get remasters onto newer consoles. It helps me a ton. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles X is one I own, of course, on Wii U, and then I never got around to playing it. So while I'm excited for this one, I'm not losing my mind or anything because it's supposed to be the weakest, and I think that's because it plays more like an MMO, so story is not at the forefront here. I don't know. I'm curious and I would like to give it a chance, but it may not be a day one purchase for me. I love the series though. So don't get me wrong, I love Xenoblade Chronicles, so I feel like that's enough to make me at least give it a try. Here's one that I don't know if I'll like, And I feel like after I give Atelier Ryza a try, I'll know a bit more if I like these crafty slice of life games by Gust. But Atelier Yumiya looks really cool. It looks like the darkest Atelier game I've seen, and also the graphics are stunning. I'm just excited to try this one out if I get into the series. It's my goal to try an Atelier game next year, so I'm hoping for it to be Ryza. And then if I like that, I mean, there's a million I can play, but Yumiya looks really cool. So maybe it's this one. Maybe this one is like the ultimate Atelier game. I don't know. This next one is the 100-line Last Defense Academy. And it's made by the same people who did the Danganronpa series, as well as the visual novel Ever 17 I was literally just talking about, and even 999 and Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Like, people who were working on those games are working on this one. So that right there makes me want to play it. I love the art style from that team. I just think it's an anime style that is gorgeous. I love their eyes. And this one is a tactical JRPG. So, hey, I like that. I've gotten into SRPGs lately, and I obviously love Danganronpa and I love creepy stuff. So, let's hope that this checks off all the boxes. Now, I know I've been pretty iffy with the Trails series, and I never liked Cold Steel, and maybe I shouldn't have started with that. I don't know. But hey, that was 10 years ago, so I think if I give another game in the series a chance, it should be the first one, which is Trails in the Sky, First Chapter. Literally everyone and their dog praises this game, and even the main character is like one of the best female protagonists in JRPG history. So, I mean, I gotta check it out, and it looks like an incredible remake of the original PSP game. Guys, my fingers are seriously crossed that I'm gonna love this. I want to love it because it just looks really, really good, and I always feel left out because I'm just not playing the Trails series, so let's hope this sucks me in. I've always loved the first Lunar game, and so when I found out that they were remastering both Lunar games, I was completely over the moon. The second game is kind of stuck on the PS1, and I just don't want to play it like that. Like, I've always hoped that we would get some kind of port or remaster, and yay, here we are. So yeah, I'm mostly excited for this one for the second game in the series, which is called Eternal Blue, but I'm also super stoked that we're getting the original because it's an amazing game, and people who haven't played it are going to play that and the second one, so this is great. These are right up my alley. They're big adventure JRPGs where you meet fun and quirky party members, visit new towns. It's bright and colorful. I mean, come on. This is the ultimate Femtrooper series, so I'm just so happy we're getting both of them on consoles next year. Of course, Dragon Quest 1 and Dragon Quest 2 are getting the same treatment that Dragon Quest 3 got recently, so while we don't have a date yet, it has been confirmed that sometime in 2025, we are going to get HD 2D remakes of the first two games in the Dragon Quest series. I'm super excited for this because I actually like the first two Dragon Quest games. They're good. They're old school, yes, but these will obviously have new quality of life features and look really good and look really beautiful, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest 1 is like the original JRPG, and Dragon Quest 2 improved upon it. It's really good, so give both of them a chance, and I feel like this will probably be the ultimate versions of both of these, so super stoked. And lastly, Threads of Time is an indie game that I assume will come out in 2025. Who knows? But, I mean, look at it. It's gorgeous and looks like a super cool game involving time travel. Maybe it has Chrono Trigger vibes? I don't know. I just know at the moment that looking at the trailer, it gives me good vibes, and I'm definitely going to give it a chance. Some indie games can seriously blow your mind, so I'm hoping this one will, and I mean, the trailer looks great, so fingers crossed. All right, so those are the games that I'm super excited for in 2025. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. I just feel like we already have so many release dates. I'm not prepared for this, but I'm so excited and really happy to see, again, a year full of great games, especially JRPGs. I hope everybody has a great holiday season and a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in my next video.